Let's discuss about cervical incompetence. What is cervical incompetence? Cervical incompetence it is characterized by painless cervical dilation. Painless cervical dilation in the second or early third trimester. Second or early trimester of pregnancy. So there is painless cervical dilation in the second or early third trimester. Early third trimester. So what happens when there is cervical dilation? When there is cervical dilation, you see this is cervix, right? You think this is cervix and this is uterus, right? So during the pregnancy we'll have amniotic sac, right, in which you will see baby, right? So due to incompetence or increase in the diameter of cervix, what happens is this amniotic sac will protrude into vagina through cervix. Okay, so what is happening here is, due to incompetence of cervix, amniotic sac is protruding into into vagina. Due to this protrusion, there will be rupture of amnion. There happens rupture of amnion that results in abortion or preterm delivery. Right? So due to incompetency, there is protrusion that results in rupture, ultimately abortion. Okay, so this usually happens during 16 to 24 weeks of gestation. Okay, this usually happens during 16 to 24 weeks of gestation. So how will you come to know that there is cervical incompetency? For follow-up, we will use transvaginal sonography or transvaginal ultrasound. In transvaginal ultrasound, what you see is the length of cervix will be less than 2.5 mm. This is length. Okay, the length of cervix will be less than 2.5 mm. Diameter will be more, that is greater than 8 mm. Okay, so the diameter will be more, whereas length will be less. Length is less than 2.5 mm, diameter is greater than 8 mm, and the shape of cervix will be U-shaped or V-shaped. These three things you will see in transvaginal ultrasound. One is length, diameter and shape. So length is less than 2.5 mm, diameter is greater than 8 mm, shape is U or V shape. These three things will diagnose cervical incompetence. And so this is what happens in cervical incompetency in case of pregnancy. Suppose cervical incompetency seen in non-pregnant women. When it is seen in non-pregnant women, what happens is, as all of us know, there is increase in the diameter of cervix, right? Now in non-pregnant women, what you do is, you will take a Hager cervical dilator, Hager's cervical dilator, or will take a Foley's catheter filled with 1 ml of water, So we'll take either Eggers cervical dilator or Foley's catheter filled with 1 ml of water, and we'll insert these into cervix. Eggers cervical dilator or Foley's catheter will insert into the cervix. When you insert into cervix, you will not feel any resistance. You will not feel any resistance. Usually when there is no cervical incompetence, when you insert these things, you will see resistance, but when there is cervical incompetence, you will not see any resistance. This is how you diagnose in non-pregnant women, right? And one more thing is, you will see what is called funneling. I'll show you what is funneling. You will see here, this is normal cervix. This is in cervical incompetency. This is cervix. This is what is called funneling, which you see in case of cervical incompetency. Then what is the management for this? We can do either cervical circlage, or medically we can use progesterone, injection. We'll discuss in detail about this cervical circlage in the next video. Thank you for watching.